and take them to a next step where they'll hear something more of the gospel. So we, in time, developed out of our January urban mission a January summer series where we'd address the big questions that we thought that the non-Christian world ought to be asking. In time, we actually realised far better to survey the non-Christian world in our community and find out, what are the big questions they're asking, or actually address a question to them, as we did this year: who do they think Jesus is, and seek to take their responses and engage with them. That was the next step that kind of came out of Summerfest, our urban mission. But obviously out of that, you then think, well, what's the next step that you can help a person come to? And so coming out of that, we ran our 6-week course, which really began as a 5-week course called Life, where we actually do get to sit down with people over a meal and talk about what the gospel actually means.
Yep.
But at risk of talking for too long, Mikey, what I realised out of that is what used to be a 7-week follow-up series, which was just for starters back in the 1970s and 80s, is not, in my opinion, 7 weeks anymore. It's just for us, it takes a very long period of time.
Now, a couple of things that have come in the gaps there, the little steps and the long time you've mentioned, but just one more thing before we move on to the next question is, it sounds to me like something that you guys did with some determination was do a couple of things over and over again, year after year, and the kind of almost the same thing again and again and again, whereas often what I see in churches is you try this year. This year we're doing dialogue dinners. Next year we're doing introducing God. Next year we're doing walk-up evangelism. Next year we're doing, it was sort of chop and change kind of a lot, different bits and pieces.
Yes.
So what's one of the reasons, that's made you guys sort of stick with the couple of things and